I didn't quite manage to talk about it, but you saw that picture of the bank with all the spectators on. There's a lot of people down here now for this last event of the day, and of course of the championship. But boat 1, different strokes, is getting into position. Steve, are you ready for this and excited for the last race of this championship?
Yes, we are, and they're moving up now to the start point. Yes, Rich, I'll just switch that off for a minute. Yeah, it's been a great 5 days, and
we're away.
We'll come back. Yeah. All right, we're back.
We'll do a catch-up in a minute after this race.
Strokes getting away first in boat 1, and you'll see them. They'll start off very quick, then they'll slow down. The drum will say, "Let's get into that nice, easy rhythm." And there they go, and to maintain that rhythm around, it's probably like long-distance swimming with our champions such as Kieran Perkins and Grant Hackett.
A lot of support for Yarra River Dragons. Listen to that. We've got a grandstand, obviously. They've been quiet until now. They've been saving all that up.
Yarra River Dragons cheer spot here in the grandstand.
Now, when these guys are setting off on the 2000, are they fully sprinting like they would in a 500 metres or a 200?
Oh yes, they're doing a full race start, so they're going to have their fast stroke up front and get going. And as you can see now, they've just transitioned. If the Flames have just transitioned into a longer and reach out a bit, they get a full reach in that slightly slower rate. So it's a full race start at the beginning. Yeah. There's no doubt. You need to get that boat up and running, get it up on top of the water, and really get it running. So full race start, full noise, and then transition.
So pedal to the metal.
Yeah, every club has their own ways of doing it too. Everybody starts differently. It's not. No, each coach has their own methods and own little tricks up their sleeve. Yep, definitely.
Is CYL just setting off?
Yeah, no, the goal here is to get the boat speed up by lifting the boat out of the water, and that's what the purpose of the sprint is to try and get the boat on the edges of the hole.
They look very good, the CYLs. Their stroke is very together.
The CYL and PDs are at the back of this group of boats going off because they are the contenders to take it out. They're hugely strong teams. CYL's had a fabulous season with their men in Sydney this year.
And this is Pacific Dragons just pulling away from the start line now.
They're unseeded, so they haven't had a seeding yet. CYL and it shows. I mean, their timing, everything's together, just really nice. It looks really nice on the water.
Melbourne Flames.
Again, for a novice, they look at a dragon boat team that's behaving well, and they go, "What can be so hard about dragon boating?" Until they try it, and they realise how hard it is to get in time.
Yeah, go and do a corporate day and you find out how hard it is to get timing right.
Well, it shows you how far you've come if you go and do, say, a charity event or a corporate day, because they're all over the place, aren't they? And
their hearts are in the right places, but as I said before, knowing how to stay in time is what we spend 3 sessions a week trying to do.
A sweep's nightmare, really. It's just trying to keep that boat upright is just the hardest thing.
Subtle to the start in that the coaches need to know what their crew weight and their crew strength is, so that they've got a start that's going to work for that crew. You can do long, deep, powerful stroke starts. The lighter crew is going to do their sprint for a lot longer because they need that water time to get the boat up and running.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, and it makes sense when you describe it. It just makes sense.
You'll see the Chinese teams, for example, if the goal is to have your paddle in the water generating power, but you're a lightweight team, you'll end up putting your paddle in the water a lot more frequently than a heavyweight team.
Which is one
of the factors that I think is driving the Chinese stroke rate to be so.
It's all on the front with the Chinese strokes, isn't it? A lot of the Asians, it's a lot more forward and not taking it right back. It's not big, long strokes because they haven't got time to do them.
That's part of it. But there's only ever power on the front of the stroke anyway. Yeah.
Well, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. But it's just when you see the Asians do it, it looks like they're hardly moving backwards, whereas some of the other teams...
Yeah, they take it deep and long,
Massive stroke rate as well. Their stroke rates are huge.
Well, the Philippines, when they set the world record for the 200 metres, was doing 120 strokes a minute.
That's something I wouldn't like to try.
120 a minute.
Something you've certainly got to train for. A bit of excitement on the water.
So we've got Subsonics and Yarra River Dragons coming into this corner at the grandstand, and Yarra River Dragons are going to have the right of way over Subsonics as they come in. And there's a huge support for Yarra. You see them coming into the screen now, and we'll be able to follow them into the corner. So let's follow them right through the corner and see how it maps out on the other side. Yarra River Dragons are going to be well in the lead as they come out of this corner, providing they don't make any mistakes.
The beauty of this is watching the discipline of the crews. They've got a boat right next to them and nobody on either boat is looking out.
Yep.
They're fully committed to doing their boat's plan.
Well, the moment you look away, you're not looking at your own game ball.
Focus on your own boat is critical, absolutely critical. You want to pull one, no, you miss what you're doing on your boat and it could be the end of the race for you.
Yeah. So this is Slick from Yarra River Dragons. They are pulling water on the Subsonics.
And, no, a really nice corner, really well done corner, and it's giving them a boat in front, and they can. It looks like they may even start to move up onto the different strokes even.
Yeah. Let's see if we can get the camera back on that corner again for the boats coming round now. So we got boat 5 coming through, which is Sloths, and they're followed by Acker.
Zeus is actually taking a wider corner than I thought he would.
Here comes Acker round the corner. And let's see if we can stay behind Acker and follow CYL, the Chinese Youth League in 7, as they come round, see how slick their turn's going to be, or not.
Nice turn.
Last position at the moment.
No.
It's a lovely turn.
And then finally we've got, so good turn. They're going to put on the power now. And now we've got Pacific Dragons coming through, number 9, on the corner in an orange.
And also notice with the CYL that they actually had a slight banking on the corner, like the sweep.
Yeah.
Just use his weight just to get that boat banked onto the chine and let the boat turn itself without having to sweep it.
That's a good.
The less power you've got to put on that sweep board, the less friction.
It's a bit like skiing. You put your weight on the outer bit of the ski or the inner part of the ski. If you're snow skiing, it's similar, isn't it?
Well, we use the chine of the boat to turn.
Yep.
You lose and not the sweep board.
Very good point.
You know, you keep your speed up. More speed.
Standard
The better the more you move forward.
Yarra River Dragons taking a passing manoeuvre on the inside of different strokes.
Yarra River Dragons are making another passing move, different strokes. They're really hammering it. They've already overtaken Subsonics, and now they're going for different strokes, and they'll definitely be going down the next corner in front.
Then we've got Sloths, CYL and Pacific Dragons. But the interest down as they go into this final turn here. And Yarra River Dragons have taken the inside.
I don't know if we can get a close-up as Yarra River Dragons look overtaking, going clearly past different strokes on the outside as they go in that corner. And now Subsonics are in danger of being overtaken again on the inside by, is that Melbourne Flames? Melbourne Flames, yeah.
They've got them too. They've done a nice corner.
Over Subsonics, who are now in 4th. And then we've got Sloths, and it looks like it is
Acker is making a play for CYL or Sloths? Sloths.
Yep, Acker's going to make a corner on them.
That's going to be interesting. I don't know if they've got right away, but they're coming through, and Sloths are giving way.
Yep.
So round Acker go. Now are their strokes drawing them round? I think they are, yep.
To go, and Yarra River Dragons have moved into 1st place. So they're up there in 1st.
Fantastic shot.
Different strokes holding down seconds.
Let's see how they fare when they come out of this corner.
Look at different strokes.
Let's keep it close as we can.
Subsonics holding down 4th. Then we go down the back again, and it's
And it looks like we're going to have a sprint down the back.
Right, what a sprint it's going to be.
Into the final turn there, and
so this is the home straight of the last race of the last day of the Australian National Dragon Boat Championships. I'm Rich Smith. I'm here with Simon Freak from Sydney Tsunami, Tony Harris, Manly DBC, and Steve Winbank, our commentator. And it's going to be a sprint to the line all the way for all these teams now. This is their last chance to show what they can do.
It looks like Yarra have really showing a clean set of heels here. They've really got the power down now and really pushing for home.
Yeah.
They've done a really good race.
So Yarra River Dragons powering it down the last 100 metres of the course now. The grandstand noise is higher than I've heard for the entire championship, and why not? Boat 4 there is Melbourne Flames. They're making a play on, is it different strokes as they come in? And they're really going to battle it now as if it was 150 metres to go in a 500 metre race. Who's going to take it to the line there? Here comes Yara to finish. But the race going on behind them is between 1 and 4. Who's going to do it? Can Melbourne Flames do it? Are they going to run out of water? They're halfway up. I think they're going to hold on, boat 1, different strokes, but only just. Excellent effort. Both teams will have appreciated that competition to get them over the line. Well done, guys.
Performed extremely well.
Here comes Subsonics.
That was nearly a 500 metre sprint, I think.
Right. Superb. Congratulations to Subsonics as they cross the line. Tough stuff. It's an achievement just to get round this, let alone wherever you get placed. Just getting round is an amazing feeling, particularly for any of these first-time sweeps or paddlers, or indeed drummers.
Yes. So it's certainly a learning experience to come out and do a nationals. There's no doubt about that.
And you go back transformed and wanting to learn more. It ups your game. Acca's just crossed the line. Over goes Sloth, and now CYL and Pacific Dragons, the last two teams on the course.
On the last day, in the last race, Pacific Dragons in their bright orange outfits coming down with about 30 metres to go. And here it is, so give them a round of applause. This is our last boat over the line in
well
our
done,
last
Pacific
race,
Dragons, to
the
finish
Premier
that off.
Open Standard. And here they are, Pacific Dragons.
Pacific Dragons crossing the line for the last race of the Australian National Dragger Boat Championships. It's not over yet because there are medals and trophies and everything else to be presented, but in terms of racing, we have none left. An amazing achievement. And I'd like to say personally thank you while we can to the entire Floodlight Media crew, the camera guys, the director, the producers who've all worked behind the scenes to bring you these pictures to allow us to present them to you in hopefully sometimes crazy, sometimes humorous and sometimes informative way. Having Tony and Simon here for this last few races has been excellent, so thanks for your time with us.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you've enjoyed
pleasure.
it?
I certainly have. More than happy to come and do it that anytime.
Oh, without doubt, yeah. Are you going home now, or are you?
My crew is going to be here for the Club Crew Championships, so we'll be very familiar with this site by the end of next week, or the end of the week after next in Iridius.
I'm here for the club crew as well. We've got more competition to do yet. So.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah. So I've got another few days to go.
Brilliant. So we'll be here for the Asians, of course. So, I think what we're going to do is take a little break in a moment, and then we're going to regroup and do a little review of between Steve and Rick here of what we think of those last 5 days, and then we'll probably do a bit of trophy coverage. The teams are just going past medal podium area now. You can see that they're heading back to boat marshalling. So this is the last time this group of paddlers in this competition will compete here on the water at the beautiful West Lakes Resort here in Adelaide, South Australia. And we're going to go to Ad now. We'll be back in a moment. Thanks, guys, for all your efforts in the commentary. We'll